So before you spend hours tweaking your CV again, applying to 50 plus jobs again, and hearing nothing back at all, we're going to break down exactly why your resume is getting ignored and how to fix that. So if you're a community manager right now, you feel like a resume is just being like skipped past, not even looked at, I promise you, like, you aren't crazy. I can almost guarantee that there are four specific reasons why the hiring manager is skipping past you, and it has absolutely nothing to do with whether you're good at your job or not. I myself have hired over 200 community managers. I see community managers on a daily having these exact problems, and so let's just get straight into it. So, mistake number one, you're trying to be the jack of all trades. Now, you don't need to be everything at once. I understand, like, because you're a community manager, you have a very varied background. You have a lot of different skills. You have the habit of putting absolutely everything on your CV because you don't want to miss anything. Like, you feel like you have so much to give, so much to offer. Look at all of this stuff I could give you, right? And you have maybe you have like social media management, you have graphic design, you have community management, you have customer support, you could do content, copywriting, influencer marketing, tons of skills. Now, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop putting everything there, because if a founder or a hiring manager is looking for a community manager, they're looking for a community manager. They want someone who can do the job well and do what they're asking for well. If your resume says that you have all of these other skills, you can do marketing, social support, everything, they're gonna pass by. Why? Because first of all, they might not even see you because you have all of these things listed and they're just specifically looking for a community manager. They will be totally confused when they land on your resume. But also because how can you trust someone who does everything to do one specific thing to its full potential? You may have used 7-in-1 shampoo or not. Someone like me, for example, I would never trust it. How could it do that many things at once? I don't trust that. How can the hiring manager trust that person who can do tons of those things to do what they're asking for specifically really, really well to the highest standard? It's possible, maybe you can, but it makes you look like the 7-in-1 shampoo. But like I said, not even that. How can they spot you? If they review hundreds of applications per day, the amount of community managers that I've seen have all of these different things in their bio, they take a look at like one aspect of your resume or even your LinkedIn, and they just skip past you because they don't even know you're a community manager. Like, it's completely hidden within that. Like, it's just confusing. They have to search for it. They can barely see like who you are, what you want to do, what you've done. Strip out everything that is not relevant, and I mean absolutely everything, so they can actually see you and they can actually have the chance to look at your resume and not skip past you. So I helped Yanis do this, and Yanis, as you can see, saw 3 times more impressions on his resume. Now that's a massive difference, like an absolute massive difference. And he actually started getting interviews. So step number 2, don't list all of the tasks. You need to communicate that as impact. So what most community managers do is they structure their resumes like a glorified checklist. Like, I have this, I've done this, and this. How can the hiring manager pull that out and see like how you would be useful to them? Yes, you've done these things, but what impact did you make? What changed because you were there? They care about what happened because you were there, not just tasks that you did every Tuesday. Did that events program increase retention? Did that strategy save time for the whole team? Did you build a feedback loop that you helped the dev team improve the product and therefore made more sales? Add a percentage, add a metric to that. Don't tell them just what you did. Tell them how that actually made an impact for the business, and lead with the impact so they can imagine how impactful you would be if they hired you. Mistake number 3 is telling your whole life story. Now, listen, nobody wants to read your whole life story. Recruiters, hiring managers, they skim hundreds of these a day. If your resume is 3 or more pages long and includes the bar job that you had in like 2016, you are losing them. They don't even know where to look, where to find the information they want to find. It might be in there, but they can't see it. Yet you need to be ruthless, edit it down to 1 page. 2 pages is acceptable, but think of the second page as like information that it would be nice if they want to read on, they can. Like the first page needs to be enough in itself to hook them. Everything on that first page needs to be enough to basically convince them that you are the right person for the role. They shouldn't need to scroll to the second page to believe that. If they aren't sold by the first page, they're not scrolling down to see the second one. And that brings me to the last point, terrible formatting. Now, even if you've managed to cut it down, if your resume is just massive like chunks of text, even if it's like 1 page and everything looks the same and it's hard to you have to read the whole thing to understand where anything is, then you're getting ignored because humans don't read everything, they like to skim. And if it's hard to scan and skim first, you need to design your resume so the important stuff basically like jumps out at them. You shouldn't, like the most important things, they should be able to see instantly compared to the rest of the things. So you hook them straight away and they want to actually skim more. Use visual hierarchy, use contrast, use different text sizes, use boldness, use even colors, but not too crazy so they can still read it. Keep bullet points short, keep your metrics short, be punchy, guide their eyes to the impact that you've created. They need to see your value in 6 seconds or less. They shouldn't have to read the whole thing and have to find where those things are. If someone can't tell who you are, what your biggest achievements are, and what impact you can give them in a few seconds, then you've probably lost them. So if you're completely bored of being rejected, you want to find out why you're not getting those roles, check out the quiz in the description below. I made you this quiz and it shows you specifically like why you aren't getting the roles based on your answers. It's personalized to you and it will give you some steps to move towards where you want to go. Fix the resume, but don't stop there. You've got a ton of other things to think about. You got to find the opportunities, you got to convert the opportunities, but start there. Start with the first step, your positioning.